if you want to do this easy Halloween goth makeup look in like 30 minutes, then keep watching, because it is not as hard as it looks. I promise. I found this inspo on TikTok and I really want to make it happen. It's by Persephone. I don't want to do a cross because I don't want to be offensive or anything, so I'm going to do this spider because I think that would be really cool. So first, of course, we gotta become paler than we already are. With my favorite face paint ever, UCanBe. Gotta become an egg because we're gonna be putting on this gorgeous red and black wig. All the products that I'm using are gonna be linked in the description box down below. This video is not sponsored, but I will make a small commission if you buy from my links. Look at how blendable this is. If you had the original oil-based face paint palette, this is very similar, but it actually dries down kind of matte, like a foundation almost. I highly recommend. Jump scare! But now we're gonna go in with some pressed setting powder, of course in the shade white. Does it have a shade? Oh, it don't have a shade, but it's white setting powder. We're gonna get a bunch and just start going ham. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that setting powder made this like really splotchy and gross looking. I also made sure to avoid my hairline because I don't really want to ruin that wig. And I keep forgetting to put primer on and then wonder why my acne is getting so bad. Any type of face paint, you need to be protecting your skin in some sort of way because once it gets in your pores, it don't come out. We're gonna take this old ass Morphe palette for some contouring. We're gonna go in with that shade right down here, kind of gray brownish. And take this palette, go from my ear into my mouth, and then start going ham. I'm just using my camera as a mirror right now, so hopefully this turns out okay. I deepened her up a bit. Now we're gonna go in with some nose contour. And we're gonna make it really, really tiny. And don't try to do this too fast. And make sure you breathe. Because when you hold your breath, it doesn't turn out. I promise you. And just go in very lightly at first. Because you can always deepen it up later. Now that we're at the bottom of my nose, we're just gonna make a little circle. And you might want to do this differently based on your nose type. But this is what works for me. And I've only done goth makeup like 7 times now. It's really not hard. Not that it's not hard, but it's not as hard as it looks, you know? I blended a bit too much. So we're gonna go back in with the grease paint. Just a tiny little bit on a tiny little brush. And try to line it up. You don't have to do this, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist. It's kind of turning out muddy. I've spent way too much time on my nose, so I'm finishing up with setting powder. Moving on to brows, I'm using a Miss A eyeliner. So we're just gonna do a straight line down into the nose contour. Just like so. And then go straight across. We're gonna add in a little C and then fill it in. And do the same thing on the other side. I'm scared to do this barbed wire eyeliner, but here we go. Why isn't it working? I deepened it up. Now let's do all the lines and stuff. This eyeliner is really cheap, so that's why it sucks. It worked really good at first though. I think that turned out pretty good. Let's go in with some eyeshadow and then some more eyeliner. With this Color Fusion palette, I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here. And we're just gonna go right on the lid. Ooh, she is pigmented. I'm not gonna worry too much about blending. Just making sure to get it all over. Well, I am blending out, but it doesn't need to be too neat. I'm going in with the same color that we use for contour, and we're just gonna deepen up the outer corner. This one you really don't have to worry about being too messy with, because I am gonna go in with eyeliner. I just want to create a little bit less work for myself, especially since the eyeliner is not doing too great. Ideally, you would be using like a black color, but I don't have a lot of that left, so gray works. Just shaking up the liner really good. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy, but we're still going for big and bold. I think that'll work. In the inspo pic, the inner liner is going straight down, but my eyes don't go like that. So I'm gonna go more straight, but still follow this line. I'll show you. I'm just gonna follow my natural eye line. Fill in up here, and then slowly create your line. Don't make it too thick, because you can always go thicker. And boom. And then you fill her in. I kind of messed it up, but it's okay. Let's do the little droopy part now. Go down. And then go from this side. Just like that. I'm gonna go in with some more grease paint and just go lightly over my bottom lashes. Or use white mascara if you have it. I also put some in my waterline. Now I'm going back in with the red, and I'm just gonna pack it all in. I'm going in with our contour color again on the outside of this. And try to use a tiny bit of pigment at a time to minimize fallout. Got her all blended, so we're gonna go back in with some liner now. Just gonna go straight down. We're going to do an X and then 2 lines. Line, line. Oh yeah. Now we're going to go in with some lashes. I'm going to pick up a 12 millimeter, a 10 millimeter, and an 8 millimeter. I'm putting a tiny amount of bond, and then I'm going to let it sit for a few seconds. Then we're just going to plop them on and try to space them out a bit. That was a 12 millimeter, now a 10 millimeter, and an 8 millimeter. I might go in with one more 8. Actually, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking, so I'm going to do the same on this side. Got that eye done. Now we're going to go in with some UCanBe grease paint in the shade Dark Night for some lipstick. I'm not going to do all that crazy mouth stuff. I'm just going to do regular Goth lipstick. So, let's do that. Just going to go in with a small amount on this little paintbrush, and then we're going to create an M right at the cupid's bow. I like to do 2 lines to start. One there and one there, and then connect it. Something like that. And then we're going to outline the rest of our lips. Just slightly overlining, but not too much. And then we're going to kind of blend this into the middle. Back in with this same red shade. Really smush your finger up in there. And then just rub it all in your lips. I'm going to go in with a tiny amount of fake blood from Wet n Wild. I've had this for 2 years now, so it's a little bit glumpy. It's okay though. I'm going to go right in the corner of my mouth. Drop a blob. Oh yeah. I haven't opened this wig yet, so let's see what she's giving straight out of the net. Ooh. She's pretty. It'll definitely go with this look. We're just gonna plop her straight on over the bun. Okay, we got the wig looking all good, so now we're gonna go in with some contact lenses. These are from TTDI, and I'm gonna be putting in 4 different lenses because I need to make an Instagram post for these. So I thought this look would be the perfect thing to do it with. Look to the side, slightly tap this in. Oh, nope. Okay, here's what it's giving with the first contacts. I'm obsessed. And here's what she's giving with the other contacts. I also just realized that I forgot to do the spider up top. I really don't think it needs it, but yeah. Here's the finished look. How do we feel about it? I really like it, to be honest. Let me know what other looks you want to see me create, because I'm going to be making looks all the way until Halloween. Well, and after that, but I'm going to be doing at least 30 looks until then. So please, please, please let me know in the comments down below. And like the video if you liked it. It really helps out. And subscribe if you want more videos like this. Make sure your post notifications are on so you're notified every time I post. I will be doing a giveaway once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So make sure to subscribe and keep in mind all the things I unbox. Remember what things you like. Okay. I love you guys so much. See you in the next one.
It's raining talk.